Hey, Karen, if you're there, pick up. I just saw that brochure on the kitchen table. That one about the Hawaii trip. What's with that?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb, Karen. It was on the kitchen table this morning. Why did you even pick that up? Did you stop by the travel agency just to get that?
So that means you went into our house without permission. I told you to give me advance notice if you're coming over. How many times do I have to keep telling you? Even if you're my mother-in-law, it doesn't give you the right to just walk in.
Oh, please don't start. Besides, I want to know about this brochure for this Hawaii trip. I want an answer right this minute. What is this?
It's nothing, it's just a brochure. I was shopping downtown and happened to pass by a travel agency and picked up one of their brochures out front. Actually, I didn't even realize it was Hawaii until later. The brochure looked nice is all.
Are you planning on going to Hawaii on vacation? Is that it? We have no plans for any kind of vacation. Then why did you go out of your way to get this brochure? And you leave it on the kitchen table for all to see? You knew I would see it. Are you poking fun at me or something?
Pardon me? I just left it on the table when I came home. You're the one who came into the house without permission. Besides, what's it to you if I grab a brochure or not? Just leave me alone, would you please? Don't freak out just because I picked up a brochure.
It's your fault, Karen. You should have thought about that before bringing such a thing home.
Like I said, Mother, please don't come into our house without permission. Then you would have never seen the brochure. Sheesh.
Don't you dare talk back to me. I'm going to confiscate this brochure if you don't mind. From now on, I will not allow you to bring home such brochures or magazines.
Keep the brochure. I don't care what you do with it.
Hey, Karen. Where'd that brochure for Hawaii go? I saw it on the kitchen table this morning. I was going to look through it later.
Oh, hey, Bob. You're pretty early today. Yeah, the brochure. Your mom confiscated it.
Excuse me? She confiscated it?
Yeah, it seems she got into the house without permission again.
What? Are you serious? I thought I took the extra key from her way back.
I bet you anything that she somehow got hold of Dad's extra key.
Yeah, that's probably it. I better warn Dad about that later on.
Yeah, please do.
I can't believe my mom. Man, I'm glad you left all our important papers at your parents' place and not here. I don't even want to imagine what she would do with them. Dad and I were always worrying what Mom would do next, but I never imagined she would come into our house without permission after warning her countless times.
Bet she feels that if it's her son's house, it's hers as well.
Yeah, I could just see her saying exactly that. I was hoping we wouldn't have to go ahead with our plans, but maybe I should talk to Dad and get things moving.
Oh yeah? Well, if you do, let me know ASAP, because I have to give my company some advance notice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you on your way home?
Yeah, should be home like 30 minutes or so.
Alright. I'll cook up some supper. I was a bit late today too, so nothing special. I heat up some pasta, a little wine perhaps.
Sounds good. Can't wait to see you soon.
Hey, Karen, I got the okay from Dad.
Oh, yeah, roger that.
I need a favor from you, Karen.
Okay, what is it?
Remember the issue about the brochure? You know, when Mom was all worked up over that thing? I think it was a month or so ago.
Yeah, how can I forget? She freaked out over that thing. I told her I just picked it up and we had no plans for a vacation, but she went ballistic and confiscated the darn thing. I couldn't understand why she would go so far.
About that Hawaii trip. Would you mind making plane reservations for that vacation?
Pardon me? Are you saying we're really going to Hawaii?
Yeah, that's right. I figured it would be useful to mislead her. You know, as a part of our little scheme.
What do you mean by misled? Oh, wait, I get it. Because it's Hawaii, huh? You got it. You know it's in Hawaii.
We'll get her to go there herself.
Roger that. Make sure to text me when things really start moving. Got it?
You got it!
I knew it! You guys are planning to go on that Hawaii trip. I just knew. You can't fool me. This will not do. I won't be left behind. How could you go on vacation without me? No way that's happening.
Mother, how could you? My plane ticket? I was just about to go into the terminal when you grabbed the ticket out of my hand and boarded the plane. How could you?
Looks like they were already closing the doors. We're about to take off. Hawaii, here I come. I arrived at the terminal right when you were standing up to board the plane. Lucky me, you were the last aboard. I can't wait to get to Hawaii. I'll have fun on your behalf. See ya.
But...
Oh, wow. Business class. You really know how to splurge. It's a 6-hour flight, so it's going to be comfortable with these wide seats. And the service is going to be wonderful. Hope they serve beef. Maybe I'll have some red wine with that. LOL.
Ugh, I was going to change my ticket to economy after talking with Bob. He thought it was a little overpriced. I was on my way to talk to the girl at the counter when you showed up out of nowhere. I was going to switch to the evening flight.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's your mom. She snatched my plane ticket from me just as I was going to the counter to get a refund. She then ran right through the boarding gate and onto the plane. I didn't have time to downgrade the ticket and get a refund.
Seriously? Alright then. Just cancel and get a refund for Dad and my tickets then.
Way ahead of you. Did it as soon as I realized what was happening.
Good thinking. She'll get there and realize that she's all alone and we'll end up spending a fortune. Won't have any money left to get back. But then again, that's the plan. It'll give us time to check out our new place up north in Maine. I always wanted to live there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I arrived at Honolulu, but nobody is here. Figured I would check in at the hotel and maybe relax at the beach tomorrow.
Oh, so you're okay being alone then?
Well, Hawaii is like any other state. Everyone speaks English, no problem.
Yeah, I suppose so.
By the way, you made reservations at the Sheraton at Waikiki, right? Reservations are in your name, right?
How do you know that?
I know that Bob and his father are checking in later today, too. I heard you guys talking about it and saw the reservation after reading your email.
That means you went into our house without permission and scrounged through our stuff again. You even looked through my email.
Well, that's because you guys were sneaking around behind my back. That's why I knew you'd be at the airport this morning. I caught you right at the opportune time, snatched that ticket, and hopped on the plane.
Yeah, I was just going to the counter to talk to the attendant.
Yeah, sorry, I had to do it. I had to teach you a lesson. Anyway, you're just a housewife. You don't deserve a nice trip like this. I suggest you stay home and look after the house.
Look after the house. Huh, yeah, whatever. But I have to say, I was a little doubtful that you would actually snatch the ticket from me, but it worked.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Your husband has been married to you for like 20 years, and he was sure it would work, 'cause he can read you like a book. I told him it would never work, but I guess I was wrong.
What the hell are you talking about, Karen?
Have fun in Hawaii.
Karen, what are you talking about?
We're headed up to Maine in a few days. We rented a cottage on the lake. Beautiful spot.
When I got to the hotel and went for dinner, my brother was there sitting at the table. What's going on?
Hey Mom, you there?
Brad, where have you been? I thought you were coming here with your father, but I find my brother here? You know we don't get along. Did you know about this? I haven't seen my brother in years. He says he lives here, runs some gift shop over on the other side of the island.
Yeah, of course I knew about it. That's why we tricked you into going there.
Excuse me? You tricked me into coming here?
Mom, what is it that you get out of mistreating Karen all the time? Do you enjoy it?
Huh? What do you mean?
You did the same thing to your son Jim about 4 years ago. Remember when Jim planned that honeymoon with his new bride? You swiped her ticket and insisted that you would go with your son. I remember you saying that such a trip was too good for her, that you would go on her behalf. I mean, come on, Mom. Seriously? Wasn't that the reason Jim wanted nothing to do with you? Isn't that why he moved away? Bet you don't even know where he lives now.
But I was only trying to...
Anyway, Dad knew how you would react and set up this little scheme, and it worked like a charm.
Wait, excuse me. This was all a scheme of some kind?
Yeah, it was a hassle, but it worked out. From this day forward, we, Dad included, have cut family ties with you.
But why? Why, Brad?
Because you treat Karen, my wife, with total disdain, as if she were a maid.
But I was trying to teach her to be a good wife is all.
Yeah, by throwing out her cooking, or purposely messing up the room and demanding that she clean it up. There were countless incidents I could point to, but it would take all day, and I don't have time for that. Did you really think that Dad and I didn't notice? Jim left because of how you treated his wife. Didn't you learn your lesson? We were worried that would escalate so far that maybe someone would get hurt. That's how concerned we were. Well, we contacted your brother, Uncle Bruce, and we explained the whole thing to him. He agreed to take you in. So, that's how you ended up there.
No, please, I can't stay here. Not with Bruce. You know I don't get along with him. I never wanted to see him again. I didn't even know where he lived. I hadn't seen him in years.
That's why we asked him to take care of you from now on, and he agreed.
No, that can't be right.
Bruce is a real disciplinarian. He's one tough cookie. Runs his own business, has numerous employees. This will be good for you, Mom. You need a little discipline in your life. A little taste of your own medicine. He's actually quite excited about finally teaching his little sister proper manners.
No, this can't be.
We also took this opportunity to move out. This will probably be the last time we talk. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice knowing you.
Brad, you can't do this. You're my son.
I heard later she was taken to her brother's place on the other side of the island and set up in a small dormitory. The next day, my Uncle Bruce got her started as a store clerk greeting tourists. But as you can imagine, she wasn't actually good at her job. I heard she tried escaping several times, possibly trying to catch a plane back to the mainland, but without any real money, she wasn't able to get very far. Uncle Bruce picked her up wandering down Waikiki Boulevard. I think she's finally come to the realization that she'll just have to make the best of it. Actually, living in Hawaii doesn't sound that bad.
Hey, Costa? What is this note you left me? Me and our baby only left the hospital today. What do you mean you're going on an onsen vacation with your family? Are you out of your mind?
What is it? You're so loud. Is it bad to go on an onsen vacation with your family?
What's bad is your timing.
Huh? Well, I guess winter is best if you want to go to the onsen, but who cares if we go in the spring?
That's not the problem. You know that today is the day me and the baby get out of the hospital, right? You didn't come at the time you promised, so I had to call a taxi and went home by myself. But when I got home, you're going to leave me and your baby who was just born 2 weeks ago to go on vacation?
If you left the hospital, that means you're fine now, right? If that's the case, then who cares if I go somewhere for a bit?
Leaving the hospital doesn't mean you fully recovered when it comes to childbirth. It's called a postpartum. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks for my body to fully recover.
Oh, Mom and Dad said they're going to go in the onsen now, so bye. I'll be home in 3 days, so look forward to my gifts.
Costa?
I can't wait to get in the onsen. Bye!
I haven't finished talking to you.
Hello, Gianna. How are you feeling? And how's the baby?
Oh, hi, Mother.
Well, you see, I'm nearby your house since I had to do something for work. Is it fine if I come and visit? I know it's only been 1 day since you left the hospital, but...
Are you nearby?
Yep. I'm at a station right now, so it will probably take me about 30 minutes by train to get there.
Please come immediately.
What? Did something happen? Should I ask Costa and his parents to come too?
It's only been me and the baby in the house since yesterday.
Huh? Do you mean that you're alone with the baby you just gave birth to? What about Costa and his parents?
When I came home from the hospital yesterday, no one was here. I wondered where they had went, which is when I found a note saying that they were going on an onsen vacation.
Huh? Hold on. Gianna, it's only been 1 week since you gave birth, right?
That's right. When I got out of the hospital, no one came to pick me up.
What did you say? Never mind. I'll be there immediately, so hold on. I can't believe it. Hi, Gianna. Sorry to keep you waiting. I got a taxi from A station, so I'll be there soon.
Mother, thank you so much. But are you done with work already?
Yep, I just needed to give the company a report via email. But one of my colleagues who I told about the situation said to leave it to them. I got permission from my office to leave early as well.
I see. Well, that's lucky, I guess.
Yep, my colleagues are very reliable people. But still, if this is going to happen, then you should have come home and gave birth there instead.
That's actually what I wanted to do. But Costa and his parents said that no one would be around to do the housework if I went home.
They said no because they want you to do the housework. Why don't they just do it themselves?
They don't do any housework. I do it all on my own since they think that it's the wife's job to do the housework. Even Costa's mother just lays around all day.
So that was what was happening. Why didn't you tell me about it sooner?
I was sort of brainwashed by them.
Huh?
But when I saw the note saying that they were going to go on vacation as a family, I was shocked, since I realized then that I wasn't family to them. I spent the whole evening thinking about it while taking care of the baby. And then you said that you would come and help me. That's when I thought to myself, why am I putting up with this? And realized what they were doing to me.
I see. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
Hey, Gianna. That reminds me, you were really upset during yesterday's conversation, right? Is it that you're mad that we went on vacation without you? Come on, don't you think that can't be helped? Mom said that during the first month the baby doesn't have much immunity yet, and so you can't put them in baths and only shower them for the first month, otherwise they might get a bacterial infection. Which means that the baby wouldn't have been able to come, right? Don't you even understand this? Oh, don't tell me you actually didn't know. I don't think that's good considering you're a mother now, Gianna. If you don't want to be a failure of a mother, then make sure to take care of the baby and do the housework well.
Aren't you the one who's a failure?
What?
You're a failure of a father. And you're a failure of a husband. Hell, what am I saying? You're a failure of a human.
This is Gianna's mother, Silva, right?
Long time no see, Costa.
Long time no see. What is it suddenly with the insults? Even if you are my mother-in-law, that's a bit too rude.
I don't want to hear that from the person who treated my daughter so terribly up until now.
Huh?
1 week after Gianna gave birth, when she was supposed to come home from the hospital, not only did you not congratulate her, but you didn't even pick her up, it seems. Worse than that, apparently you and your parents went on an onsen vacation.
Is it the case that... Are you at our house right now?
Yes. I was nearby since I had to do something for work. So I contacted my daughter to ask her if I could visit her and my newly born granddaughter. Which is when she told me that... Just what is the meaning of this?
Well, she can go home on her own since she's already an adult, right? And I heard that babies can't go in hot springs until a month after they're born. Mean that we wouldn't be able to bring them with us, so...
What? Is that why you left my daughter who just gave birth and her 1-week-old daughter on her own and go on vacation?
Huh? Is it bad? You know, I think I've thought about what I can and can't do to help Gianna up until now in my own way.
Have you heard of a postpartum before?
Huh? Oh, the thing where women don't have much strength in their bodies after they give birth, right? But it's already been 1 week, so Gianna is fine already.
So you think that she's already back to normal?
Yes, 1 week is enough to recover from a bit of tiredness. Oh, are you one of those overprotective parents, Silva? Come on, you can't do that anymore. Gianna's my wife now, so would you please stop treating her like a child?
Who told you that information?
What?
Because I don't think you would look that up on your own.
I heard it from my mother. Why? She's the only person in my family who has experience giving birth, so what she says must be true.
I see. So that's the root of all the problems.
What? What do you mean, the root of all the problems?
Costa, you're the one who needs to get away from your parents.
Huh?
What your mother is telling you isn't true. And considering the fact that she's given birth herself, it's highly likely that she told you false information on purpose.
But there's no way my mom would do such a thing.
Not only did you completely believe what your mother said and not bother to do some research on your own, you didn't notice that your mother was trying to hurt Gianna as well. You don't have the right to be a father.
What? Why?
Anyways, even if I am your wife's mother, you probably don't like me staying here for too long while you guys are gone. So I'll bring Gianna and her baby with me and go home.
What?
Usually I would want to avoid traveling long distances right after birth, but it can't be helped. My husband is heading to us right now with a car, and he's already attached the baby seat.
But my parents haven't seen their grandchild even once yet! Don't you understand how I feel? I want to let them carry their grandchild in their arms.
So your parents come first over your wife, huh?
I mean...
You, the father, never noticed that your mother exposed this very same grandchild to danger, just so she could bully my daughter.
Huh? There's no way my mom is bullying Gianna.
If you have no intention of understanding, then fine. I'm going to be bringing Gianna and her baby with me. Goodbye.
You actually went with your parents? Hey, Gianna! You're not being fair! You let your mother see her grandchild, but you wouldn't let my parents see her and just went home. The only reason we didn't bring you with us on the onsen vacation is that you wouldn't be able to enjoy it anyways if the baby couldn't bathe. If you want to go on an onsen vacation that much, then we can just go another time. Stop throwing a tantrum over something as little as this.
You always did never get the point, huh?
What?
The reason that my mother took me home with the baby is to protect me from your mother's bullying, and because she was worried about me and the baby's future when you, the father, is a complete idiot. The fact that you didn't bring me with you to the onsen vacation isn't the problem. It's that you went on vacation right after I gave birth. If you have any intention of understanding what me or my mother is telling you, Then maybe stop believing everything your mother tells you from now on and start thinking for yourself. Well, it won't change the fact that I want to divorce you, though.
Divorce?
Once things settle down, we're going to hire a lawyer to take care of things. Unless my feelings toward you don't miraculously change somehow, consider me and our baby gone from your life.
What? No! Gianna, please! I was wrong! I don't want to get divorced over something like this! Gianna!
That was how I returned home with the baby I had just given birth to. The back seat of my dad's car was made to recline all the way, so I was able to make the journey home without much stress on my body. Right now I'm taking care of the baby with the help of my parents, and also waiting for my body to recover. In the end, I divorced Costa after that without ever seeing him again. Not only did we have them pay for child support, but we also made them pay an alimony for all the harm Costa's mother had done to me until then. It seems that they were forced to sell their house to get the money that they needed. They were able to pay it off without going into debt, but in the process they had used all their savings. Not only that, but now I, who worked from home and made the most money in that house, was gone. They suddenly found it difficult to get by. The three of them live in a tiny apartment, relying on my husband's salary, which was only half that of mine. And it seems they still argue over whose fault it was that they were never able to see their grandchild.